Hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me. April, why are you sad? Hi, Eleanor. Nice to see you. What's happened? You were okay in Kitely? Hi, Monique. Just in a sad mood. Oh, don't. It's nearly Christmas. We'll see if we can cheer you up now, okay? So let's have a look. Who's in the room? Julia, hello. Nice to see you again. April, nice to see you again because we just spoke to each other in Kitely. Eleanor, welcome back. Sirin, hello. Nice to see you. Monique, hello again. And Abhishek, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, so Monique's gone off to get her breakfast. I don't know. Be right back. Don't forget, if you want to come and talk after we've watched the video, raise your hand. Make sure you're on a good connection on your laptop, not on your phone, and that you're logged in to your Gmail and that you have the Google Hangout app downloaded. There's a lot to remember, isn't there? But it's just the same as doing the Google Hangouts. You had to do all the same there. So raise your hand. We're going to watch a video today that was recommended by Khalid. He shared it on the group today, and it's all about Christmas. Yay! And I was looking for a Christmas themed video for us to watch, and I could only find one that really I was like, oh, I don't really want to show it because it's how Christmas shouldn't be. And this is more about what British Christmas is like. Okay. No more coffee, Eleanor, no more coffee. We did with coffee yesterday in Kitely. You're using your laptop, Khalid. Hey, Abhishek, good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Well, we're going to watch the video first. Now, a big please, if you have a question, okay? So if you have a question, please mark it as a question using the drop-down arrow in the message box, okay? So the reason I'm asking you to do that is it makes it a lot easier for me to see that there is a question, that a question has been asked, okay? It's really important because if I don't see a question's been asked, I might miss it. And if you mark it as a question, I will see it, okay? The church here wants to send Santa Claus back to America. Well, Santa Claus is more European than you might think because he's actually Turkish. The red and white Santa Claus, yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's Coca-Cola. But if you look at the St. Nicholas story, he comes from Turkey. Okay. Are we supposed to see each other? Hello, Ophir. That is a question. So mark it. Oh, not that one. It's moved down. Mark it as a question. No, you won't be able to see each other, but you will be able to see the video in a moment. And I can see who's in the room. And you will be able to see anybody whom I invite to actually take part in the presentation. So at the moment, you've just got me, I don't use video. I don't use my webcam. I think avatars are fine. Voice is most important, but you will be watching a video with me. Okay, so with no further ado, thank you, Eleanor. That's exactly how to ask a question. Just like that, Eleanor. Okay. Okay, without any further ado, let us lock and load. And we're going to watch the video in full. And then we're going to discuss it. So whilst you're watching the video, and if it doesn't play for you, check your settings. I can share the video with you to watch in another window. Okay, so I can share the link with you, but I'm hoping you'll all be able to see it because it works normally. Fingers crossed. What I'd like you to do as you're watching it in chat, if you can, if you've got a screen large enough, try to write down some of the things you hear them say and talk about. What sort of things do they discuss? What kind of traditions do they talk about in this video. Not the traditions you know about, but the ones that they actually discuss in the video. Okay, so let's play it. I'll be muted whilst it's playing, but I'll be keeping an eye on chat. And if you have a question, if there's something you didn't hear properly, write down the timestamp and we can look at it again at the end, okay? And I can answer those questions then. So let's start. Okay. Quite a lot to take in, I know, but Christmas is huge. It's absolutely massive in the UK, honestly. I'm excited. I'm far too excited I'm far too old to get excited about Christmas, but I am excited. It's great. I love it. So, I asked some questions whilst the video was running. Now, don't worry if you didn't get them all. It's okay. It's all right. Don't panic because it's difficult when you're listening to something cold and somebody's asking you questions, multitasking. It's like, oh no, panic, panic. But maybe you found it easy, maybe not. Don't worry if you found it difficult. It's not a test, okay? There's no pass or fail. But what we can do is we can look through the answers and we can basically just have a little check about some of the answers. So let me just go down. Okay, so my first question was, and I've just got to find my text. Okay, how old is she? Yeah, how old is the little girl in the video? Okay, and I presume she's older now because the video is quite old, but I think she's 11. Okay, so she's 11 years old. Okay, did everybody get 11? I'm 11. And I'm 11. Okay, I'm going to just slowly invite people into the call now. Abhishek and April have asked to join. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, everything will work. And Engreem as well, you've asked to join. So I'll invite you too, okay? You didn't pay attention to the questions. That's all right. You don't need to. Okay, so she's 11 years old in the video, and then I asked what date is it. So on the in the beginning of the video, she mentioned several dates throughout the video. Okay, so what date is it at the beginning of the video? It was the 1st of December. Okay, hi Abhishek, how did you do with the questions, Abhishek? Take the mic.
I will speak later on.
Oh, okay. Are you at work? So hopefully hopefully you'll be able to speak in a bit. That'll be good. So I'm still waiting for April to. You're in the office. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. To be honest, if you're in the office, there's no need to join the call because if you can't speak, it's. So if this would happen, if this were to happen, let me just say, if this were to happen and we had a full room, I'd probably kick you out. But as it's only you in here at the moment, I won't. Okay. Monique's asked to join us as well. Okay. Still waiting for April. Don't know what's going on with April. One presumes she's got the right email. Yep, we have. Okay. I knew you'd complain about that one, Traum. Hi, Monique. Well done. You got in.
I'm
Good, good,
in.
good.
Okay.
You're in. Now, Reem, you've asked for the mic, but I can't see you in the call. So make sure you type something in the call. I have accepted your offer. But anyway, the next question was, what did they do first? Okay, and they opened the advent calendar. Now, if anybody's following my shameful series of photographs on my private personal I'd like to add private personal Google Plus page, you will see I've got a slightly different advent calendar this year. In fact, I've got two advent calendars this year. I've got one that has chocolate behind the door and another one that has bottles of beer behind the door. It's called a beery advent. But what was behind the door of the children's advent calendar? It was just a star and a Christmas tree. Okay. Just pictures. And they're the kind of advent calendars I remember from my childhood. Nowadays, kids expect to find something substantial behind the door. Chocolate, something to eat, not beer, not for children, that's for adults. But and you can buy the most amazing advent calendars nowadays. Okay. There are advent calendars with jewellery behind each door. They'll cost you a few £1,000s. So people have gone a bit silly on advent calendars, I'll be honest. Traum, I can see you. I can't see your hand raised yet, though. Okay. So, yes, I can see you. No, I can't see your hand raised. Okay. Eleanor has her hand raised as well. Eleanor, you should be able to get in. Oh, Eleanor, you won't be able to get in. I'll return you as an attendee. You haven't logged in using Google Mail. Okay, you need to log in using your Google Mail account. Otherwise, because this is a Hangout. This part is a Hangout. And to get into it down here, you need to use Google Mail. Okay, so I'll return you as an attendee. April, I don't know why you can't get in today. But hopefully you are logged into Google anyway. Okay, worked before, it should work again. Okay, so Traum, if you want to join us, raise your hand. Just click on request to speak. Okay. Okay, so Eleanor, I hope to see you in a minute, but you might need to log in. Oh, hello, Zymos. Okay, you've just missed the video. I can give you the link very quickly, I think. Okay, we were watching this video. I'll type the link in so that, guys, you can watch it quietly. As I say, Khalid, hi Khalid, shared this link with us in the community this morning, and I thought it was perfect for today. Okay, so back to the questions. As I say, the advent calendars you can buy nowadays are a bit crazy. Okay, so if you want to look at some absolutely mad advent calendars, just type in crazy advent calendars and you'll find some very unusual ones to celebrate. And it's to count down to Christmas. So behind each door, okay, you'll have 25 doors, and behind each door you will find something. And you have to find the door. That's the fun bit. So it doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes, let me see, where's number 1? Oh, there's number 1. So on the 1st of December, you'd open door number 1. The next day, you'd have to find door number 2, and then door number 3, wherever that is. Oh, there. It's like a little treasure hunt. Okay. Okay, I'm returning you to attendees, April. Okay. Reem, you've logged into Google now. Well done. Okay, I will invite you. You should follow the instructions. Okay, so behind the door, the kids, they just got pictures, a star and a Christmas tree. Then what did they do next, I asked. So Monique, can you remember what they did next? I know you can read it as well.
Exactly. They wrote Christmas cards to
Yeah,
relatives and friends.
Yes, they wrote Christmas cards to family and friends. Absolutely.
To family.
Yeah,
Exactly.
to family and friends. You write a letter to someone. You write a card to someone. You can also write a card for someone, but that would imply that they can't write themselves. I'll give it here. I'll write it for you. Okay.
Because someone asked me to do that.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I got the same explanation. I think was before yesterday. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. Now, don't forget when you join the call, make sure you mute your mic. Okay. Mute your mic and block off your camera just to save your bandwidth. Okay, thank you, thank you. I'll call you to the mic. If you have something to say, type MIC. Traum is back. Can I speak in this session? If you request to speak, Traum, you need to click on the request to speak button. Okay, now, what did they write? And April's asked a question here. What did they write? Why a Happy New Year and not a Happy Christmas? Well, Happy Christmas is a little bit American. And if you think about the song, we say, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We don't go, we wish you a Happy Christmas. We say, we wish you a Merry Christmas. And so we tend to say Merry Christmas. And because we don't like repeating ourselves, then Happy New Year. So instead of Happy Christmas and a Happy New Year, in which case you could say have a Happy Christmas and New Year, we say have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay? That button doesn't work to me. Ooh. Okay. I don't know why. Eleanor, it won't work for you because you're using the wrong email. Traum, you're logged in with Gmail. It should work. I'll invite you, but it won't always work like this. The new system will not allow me to invite you. You'll have to ask. Anyway, then what did they do with the cards? I can't call Abhishek to the call. So, Reem, what did they do with the...
I typed Mike. Sorry.
Oh, did you? Okay, I haven't got it yet. I've got a bit of a lot of messages coming in. So, what did they do with the cards then, Abhishek?
Yeah, they just post them in the post box.
Yeah, they posted them in the post box. Did anybody notice the colour of the post box?
Red.
Red, yeah. Sadly, those post boxes are becoming rare in the UK. They're disappearing because people aren't writing letters. It's like telephone boxes. People all have their mobile phones now. The telephone boxes are disappearing. The post boxes are disappearing. But you still find them on Christmas cards, okay? Okay, Traum, I can see you. I have invited you. Ah, there you are. You're here. Well done. You did it.
Yes, I can hear you too.
Excellent. Good. Okay, so I can start asking you questions. Now, remember, you asked to come into the room. I'm going to ask you to speak. That's the new rule because you can listen to me and watch me without speaking. So this, like your ticket to into the room is I'm going to ask you directly questions. Okay. Okay, so they wrote Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, then they posted them in the post box. Traum, mute your mic when you're not speaking. Otherwise, it'll carry through. So remember how to mute your mic in Google? Click on the little mic button. Your mic is open, Traum. Okay, I'll ask you a question then. Traum, what did they decorate? Oh, Traum. You've got lag, Traum. You've lost voice. Okay, you can type it up. Okay, but Reem's got it right. Engreem, take the mic. What did they decorate?
Yes, they decorate the Christmas tree.
Yeah, they decorate the Christmas tree. Yes. Carry on.
They put money decorated in the Christmas tree and then put the presents under the Christmas tree.
That's right. Yeah, they decorate and we still do this. Okay. The tree thing actually was introduced by the Germans, by Prince Albert during Victorian's reign. Before that, it was just bits of tree like branches and leaves, etc. And now we bring the whole ruddy tree into the house, quite often, sadly, plastic nowadays. But you can still buy real Christmas trees to put into the house, and they smell delightful, honestly. And does anybody know what we decorate Christmas trees with?
Is my voice back?
It's a little better now, Traum.
Oh, no.
Try taking... Yeah, no, it's okay. Just keep going. What do they decorate the trees with? What do us Brits like to put on our trees?
Okay.
Okay.
Ball.
Yeah, we don't say balls though. We don't buy Christmas balls. Anybody know what these things are called?
Bulbs.
Christmas
No,
decorations.
not bulbs. No, there's a special name for them. Monique?
Christmas decoration. That's what they say.
That's Christmas decoration
Yeah.
is all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, everything you put in the house, on the tree. The tree is a Christmas decoration. That's all. But no, these things in the picture here. Can you see? With 2016 written on them. They're actually called. Anybody got not balls? April, no. Baubles. Okay, they are baubles. Okay. Yeah, Julia, Christmas tree lights. Yes, that we love to put lights, strings of lights on the Christmas tree. Quite often they're LED lights nowadays. Not so often candles. Some people say put but it's a tree. What a tree's made of? Wood. What does wood do? It burns. Don't stick candles in your Christmas tree. Every year there are fires in Germany, around Europe, in the UK, because of unattended candles at Christmas time. It's not what you want to remember Christmas for. But there are baubles, and then there's something else that we put in the tree, and it's a bit retro, but I love it. Tinsel. Okay, tinsel. I adore it. It's gorgeous. It sparkles. It's lovely. Okay, so tinsel, different colours sometimes. Okay. So yeah, a little bit of tinsel, you can't go wrong. Let me type it up for you. Tinsel. Why we say Merry Christmas? Because it's traditional. We say Merry Christmas. You can say Happy Christmas. Of course you can. But the tradition is to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay? You'll find cards with Happy Christmas written on it. Don't get too hung up about that particular thing. It's just a tradition. Okay? So baubles, tinsel, fairy lights. Okay, fairy lights are what we call the lights that go onto the Christmas tree. So if you were to do a quick Google search for fairy lights, and you'll see. Oh, hang on, images. Okay, these are fairy lights, and you can see why they're called fairy lights. They're very small, and they don't put too much heat out nowadays, and they look like fairy lights. And you can put them all around the house nowadays, but traditionally they'd be on the tree. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to keep an eye on the text as well. Okay, what is the name of that Christmas tree? Well, it depends on the tree. Some of them are pine, some of them are fir. Okay, if you want to know more about that, it's on the website. I've got a whole page. I'm going to send you all to it at the end of the session about the traditions I use at Christmas. Okay. Okay, then, who did they get a card from? Monique?
Is there and is the auntie Jean?
Yeah, not Auntie Jean.
Auntie, sorry,
Yeah,
auntie.
I tend to say Auntie
Actually,
Jean because then if you say Auntie Jean to me, I think
to
of
auntie.
Auntie as in against.
Yeah, against
I'm Auntie
exactly.
Jean myself. Now you can say Auntie, but as I say, it does have this negative connotation of being against something. So Auntie is actually safer. You decorate with tinsel too, Julia. Excellent. Oh, I do the whole hog, but only when I'm staying home for Christmas. Otherwise, when we're traveling, I'm afraid I've got my little mini Christmas tree that goes in the van, and the rest of it, I hope other people have decorated for me. Okay, so, and what does their mum make? Oh, sorry, yes, Monique?
Yeah, I have a question.
Go on.
When you were talking about tinsel, I mean, it's like an uncountable because I was thinking about when you have several, it's still
It's
tinsel.
uncountable.
Oh my God, sorry, I had to brought up this thing here.
You did it, not me, not me.
But I was curious about it because I love them, but I don't have only one; I have several. So I was thinking about maybe tinsel is just
Okay, you could say a garland of tinsel. Depends how short it is, maybe a piece of tinsel. I've got a piece of tinsel that I use as a little halo above the little thing we put on top of the tree. But a garland of tinsel or a string of tinsel, a string of fairy lights as well. But of course, fairy lights is countable. It's got a plural S at the end. So yes.
Okay.
Okay, Abhishek, are you okay with the name of the Christmas tree?
Yeah.
Are you happy with the name? Fir or pine are the normal ones, okay? They're the types of tree people usually use as Christmas trees, okay? And you can go to Christmas tree sellers in Germany. They're everywhere, honestly. Supermarkets, on the street corners, out in the middle of nowhere, you'll find people selling Christmas trees. Okay, so they get the card from Auntie Jean, and then what does their mum make? Abhishek? Oh, Abhishek's got to go. Okay, no problem, Abhishek. Whenever you need to leave, don't forget to drop the call. Okay, so Traum, have you got Mike? No, Traus. Oh, they're dropping like flies. Okay, so April's raised her hand again. Let's put her hand up. And Julia's raised her hand. Let me just check you've got logged in with. Okay, Julia, you have to use your Google account to log in. I'm sorry. You won't be able to join the call. If you're not logged in with Google, you won't be able to join. So, Monique, what do they bake together?
They baked mince pies.
Mince pies, yes, mince pies. Have you ever had mince pies, Monique? Because I know you bake.
Yeah, but not that one. I know, not pastry things, I guess. No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Not pastry, pastry.
Pastry.
Yeah, that's it. So, okay, that's fine. You know, not everybody can bake. And the pastry is key in a mince pie. The pastry and the filling, really important. Okay, so my next question, which was not in the actual text, does anybody know what the filling of a mince pie is? Anybody? What do we put in a mince pie if you wanted to?
Gravy? No.
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 Definitely do not want gravy. This is why I'm asking, because I
No,
don't
we
want
do
anybody
that,
out
but
there
I don't
making
know.
mince pies.
I'm just guessing.
Okay. No gravy. No. Anyone? Zymos asked, where is the mic button? Zymos, you need to ask request to speak, okay? You need to click request to speak if you want to join us and talk. At the moment, we've got space because we've only got Monique and Engreem. So if you click on request to speak, I will invite you in. But you need to be logged in using Google Mail, okay? Okay, so it's not meat. Yeah, Traum, you're right. It's not minced meat, though. Okay, there is a difference. So let me explain. And this is so important. So minced meat, look away if you're a vegetarian. Okay, that's minced meat, what the Americans call ground beef. It's basically minced up. It could be pork, it could be beef, it could be other bits of animal. So as I say, if you're vegetarian or anything, it's not the nicest thing. And you think, why would I want a sweet cake made with meat? Well, that's because there's no meat in mincemeat. So it's not minced meat, it's mincemeat. Okay, and mincemeat is yummy. Okay, take my word for it. That is mincemeat. The closest it's come to meat is the little bits of fat in it, and you can get vegetarian versions as well. Okay, bye Reem, thanks for coming. Don't forget to close the hangout as well. Okay, so mincemeat, not minced meat. So if you're looking to make some mince pies, look up a mincemeat recipe online, not a minced meat recipe. Okay? Any questions about that? Anybody confused?
Yeah, maybe about the consistency of that meat, because
It's not
I don't
meat.
know. It's not meat. Yeah, I know,
No
but
meat in mincemeat.
it's okay. But in general, we can say that mince is the same as ground beef. Is
Yes,
both are the
mince
same.
is, but not mincemeat. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the consistency of this, if you've made it yourself,
Uh-huh.
because it has fat in it, as I say, you can get vegetarian suet, it's called. You can get animal suet or vegetarian suet. If you're looking at the £5 note saga in the UK, you'll find out that people can get very upset about animal byproducts in things. Mincemeat contains animal fat unless you buy specially
Yeah.
vegetarian mincemeat or vegan mincemeat. And then what you're looking at is plant oil, something like that. And the rest of it is fruit, dried fruit, like raisins and currants and sultanas and nuts, all minced up together with tons and tons of sugar and not a little bit of alcohol. People like to add whiskey or brandy into their mincemeat. Read the label really carefully if you want it, or ask the person who's giving it you. If you've got any dietary restrictions for whatever reason, you need to be careful of some products, and this is one of them. It might have alcohol in it. If you don't drink alcohol, you might not want to eat it, and it might have meat products in it, and if you don't eat particular animal meat, or if you're vegetarian, you won't want to eat it. So you really need to look at what's in it. Okay, but tons of sugar, Monique, yes. Okay, Ophia, can you remind me who you are in the forum? Is this your first time here? Is it cooked? In this state, Traum, it's not cooked. Don't forget to mark it. That's it, good. Is it cooked? In this state, no, it's not. But of course, by the time you've baked the mince pies, yes, it is. Okay. So, Ophia, if you want to join the session by raising your hand, that's absolutely fine. I kind of need to know who you are. So send me a little private message saying I'm so-and-so on the forum, because these sessions are open to everybody, but to join the actual call, you need to be an active forum member. Okay. So let's carry on with our questions. And Monique, you're it. So how long does a mince pie take to bake?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. I know I've given you the answers here, but it's fine.
It's
As I
okay.
say, it's not a test, okay? Now, sometime in here, I can't remember when, but I think around here, it must have been after the posting cards. You'd never post cards on the 19th of December. Sometime around here, it went to the 19th of December, and they started decorating the tree. I'll be honest, in the UK, before Halloween, the shops have got the Christmas decorations up. It's crazy. People complain about it. Okay, so you might go to the UK and you walk into a supermarket or a department store in September and you find they've got Christmas decorations up. It's crazy. I don't put my decorations up until Advent, the 1st of December. It's the same with you, is it?
Yeah, same here.
Julia, is what tasty? The mince pies? Julia, if you want to join, you need to log in using a Google Mail account, because as I have explained, this is a Google Hangout and Google won't let you play unless you use a Google account. Okay, it's not my decision. It's like coming to a Hangout in Google. To log in, you need a Google account. Okay, so they eat the mince pies. Then it comes to the 21st of December. And I asked, where did the presents go? But Reem already answered. They went under the tree. And that's the presents from friends and family. So the presents to the children, the presents to the parents, they all go under the tree. Okay. Okay, I can try adding you, Julia, but I'm not sure if it's going to work because I can see you're logged in not using Google Mail, but I'll click on it anyway. Okay. But you, as I say, I've said it many, many times, log in using Google Mail, make sure you're logged in using Google Mail, stay logged in using Google Mail. Let's see what happens. You might turn up, who knows? Okay.
Lynn, I wonder if we are driving you crazy.
No, I've been doing this for long enough. I drive other people crazy. It's just fair, I think. Okay, so
Someone else here. Okay, good.
so I haven't answered all the questions here because this is very standard. When is Christmas Eve? Hi, is that Julia?
Yeah, it's me.
Yay! Excellent. Lovely to see
Great.
you.
We did it.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah.
Good, good, good. Could you not hear me before?
Sorry, can you repeat me, Lynn? Because
No worries. Okay, could you hear me in the other call, in the Hangout? Could you hear my voice before?
yeah,
Oh,
I hear you.
good. Phew, phew,
Yeah.
phew, phew. Don't forget, guys, if you can't hear me speaking, so I'm going to type this up because if you can't hear me, you can't hear me. If you can't hear me, type 222. But that's how you join, Julia, okay? But you
Thank
need to be
you.
logged into Google. You really do. And it's best if you log into the call using your Google account too, because it's a Hangout, okay?
Yeah.
So, when is Christmas Eve, Julia? Do you know?
24 of December.
Yeah, this is when you need your ordinal numbers. The 24th.
Fourth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
24th of December.
Sorry.
That's okay. So
Yeah.
we have Advent, which starts on the 1st of December, and it kind of goes through the whole month. So Christmas really is a month-long festival. Okay, there's
And then 25th of December, it's a Christmas in the
that's
UK.
Christmas Day. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Christmas
When
Day.
you talk about this is the distinction really. When we talk about Christmas, we're talking about that whole season of Christmas. Yeah, and
yeah.
then we have the different days: Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, and the day after Christmas Day, which we'll come to in a minute. Okay, so Christmas Eve is the 24th of December. And of course, who visits on Christmas Day, Monique?
Sorry?
Who visits on Christmas Day?
You mean Santa? Santa Claus or
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 no, in the video. Actually, Santa's long gone by Christmas Day. Who visits on Christmas Eve?
Santa Claus.
That's Santa Claus, yeah. But on Christmas Day in the video, have a look at the screen. It should be there.
Yeah.
the grandparents. Okay.
Yeah, the grandparents. Okay, Christmas Day.
Relatives.
Yeah, relatives, basically.
Yeah.
Relatives. Christmas Day, you might have friends pop round, but really it's a family affair. Most people go to visit their family. And so you tend to have family, relatives, mum and dad, the kids, the grandparents, all together in the house with all the fun that
Yeah, it's
creates.
beautiful. It's very fun, and exactly, it's very great.
It is. It's lovely. It's a nice atmosphere if people get on all right. It can also be
comfortable, cozy atmosphere with all together.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Traum, you wrote that Christmas Eve is the 23rd of December. It's actually the 24th. Okay. Now, Traum, what about the stockings? Absolutely. The presents go under the tree, and before Christmas Eve or on Christmas Eve during the day, the children hang their stockings, usually above the mantelpiece. Now, of course, with modern housing and central heating, any old place will do. At the bottom of the bed. Yeah, at the bottom of the bed is fine. But the tradition is to hang it above, on the mantelpiece above the fire. Another fire hazard, guys. And Santa Claus puts presents in the stocking, little presents, small things. a little bit of money, like nice shiny coins, some fruit, plastic, lots of plastic, maybe something to keep the children entertained during the day, jigsaw puzzles, a game, that kind of thing. And the big presents from family, friends and parents, they go under the tree. Okay, Traum? And it is beautiful to have them all together. Syrian, yes, in different places where you have the Orthodox churches, Christmas Day is on a completely different date, and New Year, completely different. I think that's great. Gives you a chance to celebrate it more than once. But in the UK, the traditional day for Christmas is the 25th of December. And the whole holiday tends to be 3 days. Okay, we'll come to the third day in a minute. So, the grandparents or relatives tend to visit Christmas Day. Friends tend to get together either on Christmas Day Eve or the day after Christmas Day. So next one, Julia, when do the children have lunch in the video?
Sorry, I forgot.
It's on the. Can you see the screen? I've highlighted it for you. Have a look at the screen. Yeah.
But yeah, I look at the screen, but I have lost an answers.
Oh, okay, that's odd. Monique, can you see it?
Yeah, of course, 2 o'clock. Yeah.
2 o'clock, yeah. Now that is not really a tradition. That's a family tradition. Okay, so in that family, they eat Christmas Day lunch at 2 o'clock. In my family, and you'd be starving in my family, because normally we used to have lunch at a normal kind of time, but suddenly on Christmas Day, after the Queen's speech. Does anybody know when the Queen's speech is in the UK?
No idea.
Maybe I think the Queen said about life in a year.
Yeah.
And about politics, what has happened in the UK until the year, 1 year, I think. And she, of course, she talked about your own family, about children. Of course, she speak about children and her own royal family, and congratulate families, UK families, I think. And I watched.
Yeah, she basically does like a little news roundup of what's happened in the UK and what's happened in her family, and wishes the nation a happy Christmas, of course. The problem is she does it at 3 o'clock. Okay, so in my family, we didn't get to eat until after 3 o'clock. We were starving.
3 o'clock p.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a late lunch. Late lunch.
Yeah.
Luckily, we normally had some bits and bobs in the morning and a big breakfast. So we'd have a full English breakfast traditionally on Christmas Day, because we wouldn't be eating until after 3 o'clock. Okay, so what do they pull at lunch?
The Christmas crackers.
Yay, Christmas crackers. Now this is going to annoy Traum because she can't get hold of them. Sorry, Traum.
It's traditional in the UK, right?
Yes, very traditional in the UK. And Christmas crackers are literally just tubes of cardboard, really, that one person holds one end. So let's have a look at this one. Here you go, that'll do. Oh, it's a Crabtree and Evelyn one. How posh. Okay, so you can see it's got 2 ends. So Monique, you hold this end.
Okay.
I hold that end, and then we pull. And in the middle there's this, what they call a snap, and it goes pop. It's literally a bit of gunpowder. in the middle that goes, it's very, very, very tiny little explosion. And then inside you find a gift. And what did they find in the crackers in the video? Can anybody remember?
A pen, a green pen, and the girl, and something else. And a blue something, a blue shirt. No, blue.
Yeah, normally, traditionally, there's a hat and a joke, okay? And then if you're lucky and your parents can afford it, a toy or something, a game, and if it's Crabtree and Evelyn, probably a bit of soap. And again, Christmas crackers can be really crazy nowadays. If we look at the most expensive Christmas cracker, I'm not sure if 2016 list is up yet. 4 million.
Oh my god! I want something like that.
That's the Cartier Christmas cracker. If you want one, it'll cost you £4 million. Yeah, Julia, take the mic. Sorry, Julia, if you ask for the mic in the text, okay?
A cracker, it's like a pastry, or
No, it's nothing to be eaten. It's something that you pull. It's literally, if you can, again, I don't think you can see the picture, which is a shame. I'm screen sharing. Watch the replay, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, it's literally cardboard wrapped in fancy paper, and inside there's a joke, normally a really bad joke. A hat
I see.
And in this one, you're getting Cartier watches, diamonds, jewelry, but it will cost you £4 million. They're not normally that expensive.
Two persons should to find inside a piece of paper of joke.
Yes, a little piece of paper with a really bad joke written on them. It's got to be a
really fun.
Yeah, exactly, Traum. I think those Christmas crackers were for Mr. Trump, not for the likes.
Really fun, really good.
In my house, I mean, honestly, you can find all sorts of rubbish in a Christmas cracker. Spinning top, little plastic spinning top you can play with on the table. Playing cards, tiny little playing cards. Most of it it's awful waste because most of it gets thrown away after Christmas. And everybody puts their hat on, and then everybody has to tell each other the joke. Now, has anybody ever pulled a Christmas cracker? No, Monique.
But I wish. I want to receive just one of those for 4 million.
Yeah. Monique, no. I think, Traum, you have. What was in your Christmas crackers? I think you smuggled some, didn't you, one year? You smuggled some back home from the UK.
It's a great idea.
Oh, they're lovely. They really are. But honestly, really difficult to get hold of outside the UK. I've never understood why they're not sort of marketed. Now, you can make your own. You can get craft kits. You haven't, Eleanor? No, never. That's so weird, you see. You're only a hop and a skip over the channel. Very bad marketing on behalf of the British Council, I think. They should have spread this out, along with mince pies, I think, because they're so delicious. Mince pies and Christmas crackers. Everyone should get them. But you can get craft kits where you can create your own Christmas cracker, and then you can buy something little and put it in there, write your own jokes out. So they've got to be bad jokes though, and you can even buy the hats to go inside and the snaps that go inside, little bangers. Okay. All the things I mentioned. Okay, I'm going to try getting you in the call again, Traum. I don't know what's up with your connection today. You were in Kitely, so it can't be your connection. Really can't. Okay, hello Traum. Oh, nice avatar. The little moo cow. Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, he's disappeared.
I have nothing. And the sign of hangout has to be seen. I don't know. I have done nothing. The connection is really strange to me.
Ah. Oh well, it can vary, and The internet is a mystery to me sometimes, but you're here now. What was in your Christmas crackers that you got at home?
All the things you mentioned before. A
Yeah.
hat,
Mm-hmm.
then a joke, and a toy.
A toy. And can you remember what the toys were?
No, I can't. It's too
No,
long ago.
that's what I mean. They
It
just
was,
get thrown away and forgotten.
do you mean it should? No, it wasn't a naughty one. Even the joke, I don't think so.
No.
No. But it was funny to sit at the table with wearing the hats, all of us. Funny.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice tradition. It really is. It's one of our nicer traditions. Okay. So what do they eat in the video? And this is a very traditional Christmas dinner. Turkey. Yeah. The meat at Christmas is turkey. And it used to be goose, as in the song. What does it go? Please put a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny, a halfpenny will do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, God bless you. Oh, let's see. Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat. So it used to be traditionally goose, but nowadays Bernard Matthews turkey roast. And the nicest turkey you can buy is a bronze Norfolk turkey. Okay? Look it up on Google. They are magnificent birds. What most people do is buy a turkey that's too big for the oven. Because they go out and they buy the biggest turkey they can find, and they get it home and they realize it's not going to fit in the oven, which is really funny. That has happened to my family, by the way. Okay, what are the accompaniments that go with it?
Gravy in a boat.
Gravy, yep, they have the gravy in the gravy boat.
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts, yeah,
Sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. Or just sprouts, we call them. Now, they are a bit Marmite. When I say something's a bit Marmite, you love them or you hate them. And people argue about them. My husband hates them. I love them.
What about Marmite? In which ingredients?
Not on a Christmas dinner.
It's not a Christmas, but what what is this?
Okay, it's just a product. Ask Zeb about Marmite. She actually went to a British shop in Paris and bought some. And it's when somebody says it's a bit Marmite, it means people love it or hate it. It's just a byproduct of the brewing process. It's a yeast spread, very strong, very salty, totally disgusting to my taste buds. But some people, some very strange people who've taken a different evolutionary branch to me, love it. I can't stand the stuff, honestly. But it's definitely not something you'd have at Christmas. You might put a bit of it in the gravy, I suppose, but I've never seen it on a Christmas Day table. Mr. Bean and the turkey. Yes, I must. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, when he puts it on his head. And it features in lots of comedy. Friends did it as well. Monique put one, not you, Monique, but Monica in Friends put one on her head and then put a hat on it and put glasses on it. But I think that was Thanksgiving. Same principle, though. So what else did they eat?
Christmas pudding. Christmas
pudding. Yeah, absolutely. Carrots, yep. Carrots.
And red wine.
There was wine, and that's one thing we do a lot of at Christmas. We drink too much. We eat too much. We drink too much. Why? Well, basically because it's midwinter and we need to survive.
More strong drink, yeah.
Exactly. It's anything warming and filling. It's absolutely fine by us. Totally. That's what we're looking for.
And will be funny night.
Yeah. Absolutely. April's just said the next generation of Brussels sprout will be a bit sugary. Oh, are they genetically modifying the Brussels sprout? I'm desperately trying to get April into the call. Still don't understand why she can't get in.
Why is my cow gone?
Your
gone.
cow's disappeared. I don't know. Make sure if you're using an avatar in your Google account that it's a small picture. Okay. If it's a big picture you use, then it won't res very well over a streaming call. Okay. And the main thing you have to realize, it's the same when we were doing just the Google Hangouts in G+. This stuff really eats your bandwidth, gobbles it up. It was there when you first joined Traum, but then it disappeared. So I can't. Maybe when we see the replay, maybe it will be there. Replays are weird. They do record much better sometimes than the session. I think, oh my goodness, that was really clear quality sound, and everybody was saying they couldn't hear me. So sometimes it's definitely worth looking at the replay. Okay, so generally what I heard them mention in the video was turkey, roast potatoes. Now, generally that's potatoes that have been roasted with the turkey. The turkey is roasted in the oven, and the potatoes as well. Brussels sprouts, carrots, and then in the video I saw peas, stuffing and gravy, and of course they mentioned Christmas pudding for pudding. Now, Christmas pudding is a bit Marmite too. Some people love it. My husband hates it. I can eat it. I wouldn't say it's my favourite pudding in the world. So every year I get to eat Christmas pudding, and my husband gets sticky toffee pudding. And sticky toffee pudding is much nicer than Christmas pudding, but I get stuck with the Christmas pudding. I should have said I don't like it. Traum, take the mic.
Talking about pudding, Lynn. As you live in Germany, you will know what Oetker or Dr. Haas or Dr. Oetker and
Dr.
Haas
Oetker, yeah.
produce. There is a pudding on the market, a chocolate pudding or a vanilla or even a cream
Puddy's pudding.
And
yeah, no, it's not the same at all.
Yeah, and the pudding we show on the film was black. It looked like as if it is a cake.
It is. It's a very dense cake, and it's not been baked, it's been steamed. Okay, so Christmas pudding is steamed. It's really sticky. Traditionally, it's a round shape because they used to be made in a Muslim cloth. Okay, so in a cotton cloth and then boiled. Nowadays, they're done in the microwave in about 5 minutes. You buy it from Marks and Spencer's, Tesco's, Sainsbury's.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I read 6 hours boiled pudding, or how much time to cook pudding.
Okay, if you want to make it from scratch, about 8 months. Okay.
8 months?
Yeah, you start making your Christmas pudding at the end of Christmas. Okay, for next year. Well, the thing is, it's made over it's just slow
this
food.
long term to make this dish.
It's because it's, again, be careful if you have any dietary requirements for whatever reason. Christmas pudding is steeped in alcohol. They add alcohol to the mixture and stir it all through the year. Okay, and then at Christmas, as I say, if you do it traditionally, you wrap it in a Muslim cloth and you steam it for hours. However, most people are too busy nowadays. They buy it. You can buy very posh ones from Harrods or Fortnum and Mason, or you can buy nice ones from Waitrose and Marks and Spencer's, and you can buy really decent ones that often win the Best Pudding of the Year award just from Sainsbury's or Tesco's or a normal supermarket. Okay. Now, in the olden days, you used to find a little coin in the pudding, a little silver sixpence, but nowadays, because of health and safety, that tends not to happen. Okay. Okay. Wine is good. How about punch? Sirin, not that keen on punch personally. To me, punch is wine wasted. I like wine. But yeah, people would have punch normally before Christmas dinner, though. Not with Christmas dinner. It's too sweet. Okay. What about black pudding? Oh no, you don't want black pudding. Black pudding's the sort of thing you have in your full English breakfast. Can't stand the stuff myself. It's basically clotted blood. Blech.
I will try at home black pudding. We made too in Ukraine.
Okay, because it's very nutritious, and I've been told it's very good for you, but I don't like it personally. It's clotted blood from animals. I used to be vegetarian. I'm not now, but I can't bring myself to eat black pudding. Christmas pudding is not the same, though. Christmas pudding is a sweet. Black pudding, it's like Yorkshire pudding. Don't get confused by the words. Traditionally, they're completely different. Hermine, you were Traum?
Oh, I have to ask, who has written the sentence, what about black pudding?
Well, it says Traumwelt.
But it's not. But I have 1, 2, 3. I haven't written it.
Oh, we've been hacked. Are you sure you didn't write it?
No, I'm sure. I didn't even think of it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a different. It's a different. Look at this.
Oh, we got
Traum
your
has 1, 2,
Traumwelt
3, and there is another Traumwelt.
Who's the other Traumwelt, please? I'm going to have a look now. Okay, we've got Traumwelt 1, 2, 3 and Traumwelt. That's very odd.
Yes, I didn't even think of black pudding.
Okay, well, I will investigate after the session, okay? That's very odd. So I take it you're Traumwelt 1, 2, 3, Traum.
Yeah, that's my name.
Okay. I will take a screenshot and I'll ask the guys at in the webinar jam support to have a look into that. Okay, so would the real Traumwelt please stand up?
I'm sorry.
That is strange.
Yeah, Julia. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I will be a nightmare before Christmas because in my life I really dream about to visit the UK and to try a Christmas pudding.
It's. I hope you're not disappointed when you get it. That's the problem. You know, you sometimes think, oh, it looks gorgeous, and then you taste it, and you think, ew, it's horrible. So I do hope you get to try it. I mean, Christmas in the UK, it's a lovely time of year to be there. It really is. But don't raise your expectations too high. It's just another day. It's not about Christmas. It's about who you're with, yeah, and who you're sharing the food with, and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so any questions about Christmas? Now, I did say I'm going to ask you another question. We've talked about Christmas Eve. We've talked about Christmas Day. What's the 26th of December? That's also a holiday.
Boxing Day.
Yay, that's it. Boxing Day. Okay, because this is a real fallback into time again. In the past, posh people had servants and Christmas was very busy. Okay, so the servants were cooking, cleaning, washing, dressing, and doing everything for the posh people. So they didn't have their own Christmas in a way. They were looking after other people's Christmas. So Boxing Day was invented so that those people, the servants, people like me, could go home.
Yeah.
Well, they could go home to be with their own family on Boxing Day. And the people in the big houses were expected to look after themselves for one day of the year, the poor things. And it was called Boxing Day because people would often take boxes, presents for their family. Okay? And that's why it's called Boxing Day. Okay, any other questions then?
In Boxing Day, people buy presents. Is it true?
No, well, not on. Yeah, yes and no. They don't. You're not meant to, but Boxing Day in modern day Britain, all the shops reopen and the sales begin, the winter sales begin. So yeah, it's a little bit like a Black Friday in America.
Discount.
So a lot of people, a lot of people go shopping. I don't. I like to stay home. It's crazy. Who wants to go shopping after Christmas? No way. But yeah, some people do. They go out to go shopping on Boxing Day as soon as the shops open. And you can pick up some bargains, I guess, but I always say it's not a bargain if you don't need it. Okay?
Yeah, I see.
Good, 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 good. Is that request button working? If you've clicked it, no, because you've not gone red, Zymors. Okay. So if you have clicked it, then it's not working for you at the moment. I can invite you, but as I say, I desperately need you to get used to using the request to speak button, because my ability to invite people to speak will not exist in the new system. Okay. But I'll see if we can get you into the call, Zymors. Okay. We can only try, can't we? We can only do our best. Any other questions before we finish? Would you like to say anything, Julia or Monique or Traum, before we end? Okay, Traum, did you just ask that question? Do people go to church at Christmas Eve? You wouldn't say at, it's on Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve. Traum, are you with us?
Yes, Lynn, I am.
Okay, was that your question? I'm terrified now. I don't know who Traum is.
Strange. I have nothing to say. Just before I saw Traumwelt again with a comma in the dot. I don't know how to name this sign, and it was there was a way. It appeared and went away.
Oh, very strange. Very strange indeed. Hi, Zymos. It worked. So, Zymos, did you have a question?
I have a question.
Yeah. Oh, do you have snow? Not a snow. Snow is uncountable. Okay. A snowflake or snow.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, you can find places with snow in the UK if you travel up north. Okay, so you're more likely to be guaranteed snow in the UK up north in Scotland.
I hope English or British will see snow in their life. I wish a lot of snow.
Well, it's not guaranteed, unfortunately, especially now with global warming.
Weather changeable, yeah, I see.
Let's see what the Christmas snow forecast bet is, okay? Every year, the betting shops bet on whether there'll be snow at Christmas, and it has to, hate pop-ups, it has to, see what I do for you guys. Okay, William Hill, betting odds. Okay, the betting odds for snow in Aberdeen are 3-1, so there's a high possibility of snow in Aberdeen. That's up in Scotland. Belfast 5-1, London 5-1, Birmingham 7-1, Bristol 7. So basically, you're looking around 6-1, 7-1 chance of snow over Christmas. Now, when you realise that, Christmas betting. Oh, goodness gracious me. So in Christmas, betting is big, okay? And the fact that they're offering any odds at all means it's probably not likely to snow, because the only people who win when you bet are the people who take the money off you. You had a question before, Zymors. Okay, it's been answered. Monique, I think that's pretty guaranteed, but don't bet on it. Hawaii had a great big dump of snow the other day. Hawaii. Tropical Hawaii. Hello, Hawaii. They must have been absolutely freezing.
Maybe hail, but not snow. Never.
Okay. Don't never say never. Not with global warming. I don't call it global warming. I call it climate change. Anything could happen. Okay, Zymos, you had a question, but you've not So it's already been answered. Well, that's good. That's good. Now, one of the Traumvelts asked, do people go to church on Christmas Eve? Well done for correcting it. And yes, traditionally, there's a thing called midnight mass. Now, that sounds a bit Roman Catholic, but it's generally in any denomination of church. And it's basically a carol service. And if you were to only go to church on one day of the year, which many people do, that's a great one to go for. The church will be decorated. People will sing the carols that you're used to hearing, Away in a Manger, The First Noel, Silent Night. And it's really yummy. And it's really dark outside. And people are in a good mood. And there'll be mince pies and sherry. It's just nice. And some people moan because people only go that one day of the year. And I say, it doesn't matter. It's the spirit of Christmas. It starts at 10 p.m. Yeah, we call it midnight because it starts before midnight, but it will go on until midnight. Okay. It's a long service, but it's really nice. It's really nice. It is at midnight with you, Monique, yeah? Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, you've got, Julia, you've got snow now, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, again, no article because it's uncountable. So I'm going to correct it for you. Okay. Oh, hang on a second. Where have we gone? It's gone. Okay. Okay, we have heavy snow and minus 15 degrees, really?
Yeah, yeah.
It's cold.
I would
About
die.
-6 today.
No way.
Okay, bye, Traum. Thanks for coming. And don't forget, not I have to leave, I have to leave. That's where you don't contract. I have to leave now. So have a lovely Christmas if I don't see you before. Hi, Hamza. Where you been? Where have you been? We're just about to finish. I'm so sorry. You can watch the replay, Hamza. Okay. So hello and goodbye. No offense, but we have got to go. We have to close these things at some point. Okay. I'm hoping I've to answer all your questions. I hope, but you never know. So I'll just write a little private message. Bye, Hamza. We started over an hour ago. But you can watch the replay. This is the nice thing about these webinar jams. You can watch the stream, you can watch the replay, and sometimes the replay makes more sense than the stream did because you'll actually see the video. You'll see you won't see the video, but I'll give you the link to the video, but you'll see the screen sharing more clearly. Okay. Too late. Yes, that is a case of too late, Eleanor. There's late. Doesn't matter. You can come. It doesn't. You might miss a few things, and then there's too late, which means you've missed everything. I'm sorry. Okay, so hopefully it all made sense to you. I hope I've got all your questions. And as I said to Ophia, you are welcome to come and speak, but you do have to tell me who you are from the forum. The best way to do that is to log into the forum and introduce yourself to me and say you're coming to the webinar, or go to the group and say, yes, I'll be at the webinar, and then I know who you are. Okay, because I'm not opening it up as a free-for-all. As I used to run Pal Talk. Okay, it was crazy, and so I won't be doing that here. Okay. Just to stop people playing music in my ear. Okay, take care, everybody, and I'll see you in the next session, which will be with me on Friday. Okay.
Yay. Okay.
Yay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for coming. And as I say, watch the thing. I'll give you the link. Those of you who weren't here, I'll put the link in the forum as well. Okay, so you can watch the video. It's a nice video, and it's nice that it was done by kids, because yeah, Christmas is for kids.
No.
Yeah, I think I'm really looking forward to going to see my nephews and nieces, because there's something about, you know, I like Christmas, don't get me wrong. I'm a bit crazy for Christmas. Yeah, I love it too. But kids really, they just take it all in. They really do. And they get so mad and crazy and hyped up on sugar. It's hilarious, especially because they're not my kids. That's a good thing, yeah. Okay, take care. If I don't see you again before 2017, have a lovely holiday. Have a nice break. I'll be around on the forum. Okay, but this is the last Wednesday session before 2017. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And I might see you on Friday. I might not. Whichever happens, it's all good. Take care then. Bye.
Bye.